There comes a point after 60 when you notice your body is not as quick to respond as it once was. You wake up, move through your routine, but deep inside you feel a quiet shift that you cannot explain. Muscles seem slower to recover, energy fades sooner, and that steady confidence you counted on feels further away. Many men believe this is simply the natural course of aging. Yet the truth is far more surprising. According to research from Harvard Medical School, certain vegetables can quietly speed up the loss of your male hormones, making that decline happen sooner than it should. These are not the fried or sugary foods you already know to avoid. They are the very vegetables often praised as healthy, the ones you may add to your salad or smoothie, thinking they are helping you. Today, you will discover 3 common vegetables that can silently interfere with your hormone balance and reduce your ability to keep strength, energy, and focus. You will also learn how to replace them with better choices that protect your health and help you achieve a gentle but lasting testosterone boost. If you have ever felt your vitality slipping for no clear reason, leave a comment and subscribe so we can walk this journey together. After 60, testosterone becomes more than just a hormone linked to male vitality. It acts as a central signal that influences how your body manages energy, builds and maintains muscle, regulates mood, and even controls how fat is stored. When this signal weakens, you may notice more than one change at a time. Energy might fade faster in the afternoon. Muscles may lose firmness, and your overall drive to stay active can feel muted. The natural decline of testosterone happens gradually, but the rate and impact vary greatly between men. Studies show that by age 60, levels may be 30 to 50% lower than in your 20s. However, this drop is not simply because of time passing. Your daily habits, stress levels, quality of sleep, and the foods you eat all send messages to your endocrine system. Some of those messages encourage production, while others signal your body to slow down. When testosterone levels dip too far, it can set off a chain reaction. Muscle tissue breaks down faster, recovery after activity takes longer, and fat begins to gather around the midsection. Even your focus and problem-solving skills can be affected because this hormone also supports brain health. For men over 60, the goal is not to chase the levels of youth, but to create the conditions for a steady, natural testosterone boost. The key is understanding how fragile the hormone balance can become after this age. Small disruptions from diet or lifestyle can have a bigger effect than they did decades ago. That is why identifying and avoiding foods that interfere with testosterone is so important. And as you are about to see, some of the most common culprits are sitting right in your kitchen. Most people grow up believing that vegetables are always good for them, and in many cases, that belief is true. However, for men over 60, the way certain vegetables interact with the body can create effects that are far from beneficial. This is because the male endocrine system becomes more sensitive with age, meaning even small dietary influences can have a noticeable impact. Some vegetables contain phytoestrogens, plant compounds that mimic the effects of estrogen in the body. While these are harmless for some people, they can interfere with testosterone signaling in older men by competing for the same hormone receptors. Other vegetables are high in goitrogens, substances that slow thyroid function by reducing iodine uptake. When the thyroid slows down, testosterone levels often drop as well, leading to fatigue, loss of muscle tone, and reduced motivation. There are also anti-nutrients like oxalates, lectins, and phytic acid, which bind to essential minerals such as zinc, magnesium, and selenium. These minerals are necessary for producing and protecting testosterone. So, when they are blocked, the hormone's overall availability can decline over time. The combination of these effects can shift your hormone balance toward a pattern that feels like accelerated aging. This does not mean you should avoid vegetables entirely. It means you need to understand which vegetables to limit, how to prepare them in safer ways, and what to replace them with. By making informed choices, you can protect your hormone balance while still getting the fiber, antioxidants, and nutrients your body needs. Now, let us take a closer look at the first vegetable that might be quietly working against your health goals, even if it appears harmless on your plate. 1. Soybean sprouts. At first glance, soybean sprouts seem like a perfect health food. They are low in calories, high in plant protein, and easy to toss into salads or stir-fry dishes. Many health-conscious men choose them thinking they are supporting heart health, digestion, and weight control. However, for men over 60, soybean sprouts can create a subtle but important problem for hormonal balance. The main concern is that soybean sprouts are rich in isoflavones, particularly genistein and daidzein. These are phytoestrogens, meaning they mimic the effect of estrogen inside the body. While younger men with high testosterone output can often handle this interference without much trouble, older men do not have that margin. In a body where testosterone levels are already lower, these plant estrogens can compete directly with testosterone for the same hormone receptors. When they win that competition, they block the signal testosterone is meant to send, leaving your cells responding as if testosterone is even lower than it truly is. Research has also found that certain phytoestrogens can slow down enzymes involved in testosterone production, such as 5-alpha reductase. This enzyme is important because it converts testosterone into DHT, a stronger form that plays a key role in maintaining muscle tone, motivation, and prostate health. Without enough enzyme activity, your ability to experience the full benefits of testosterone is reduced. Another issue is the way unfermented soy, like soybean sprouts, can affect the gut-liver connection. Eating them regularly can increase gut bacteria activity that recycles estrogen compounds back into the bloodstream instead of eliminating them. This process, called enterohepatic recycling, can gradually tip the balance toward more estrogen and less available testosterone. For older men, this shift can contribute to belly fat, lower stamina, and mood changes. It is worth noting that not all soy products have the same effect. Fermented soy foods such as tempeh, miso, and natto go through a microbial transformation that reduces the impact of phytoestrogens and improves nutrient availability, particularly vitamin K2. These forms, eaten in moderation, are far more compatible with hormonal health. If your goal is a steady testosterone boost after 60, the safest approach is to avoid unfermented soy sources like soybean sprouts, soy protein isolate, and soy-based meal replacements. Replace them with zinc-rich proteins such as oysters, grass-fed beef, or pumpkin seeds for those who follow plant-based diets. Lentils and small amounts of fermented soy can be used as healthier alternatives. The key takeaway is that soybean sprouts may look harmless in your bowl, but in the long run, they can quietly chip away at your hormone strength. By understanding their hidden effects and making simple swaps, you can protect your energy, muscle tone, and overall sense of vitality well into your later years. 2. Raw kale. In recent years, raw kale has become a symbol of modern healthy eating. You see it in smoothies, salad bars, and juice cleanses, often marketed as a superfood that can transform your health. While it is true that kale is rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, Eating it raw and in large amounts can have unexpected effects on hormone balance, especially for men over 60. Kale belongs to the cruciferous family, which also includes broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. These vegetables contain goitrogens, natural compounds that interfere with iodine uptake in the thyroid gland. The thyroid plays a central role in regulating metabolism and acts in close partnership with your testosterone-producing system. When the thyroid slows down, a condition known as subclinical hypothyroidism can develop, which often leads to lower levels of free testosterone. At the same time, the body produces more sex hormone-binding globulin, or SHBG, which binds testosterone and makes it unavailable to your cells. Another concern with raw kale is its high content of oxalates. Oxalates bind to essential minerals such as calcium and magnesium, which are both important for muscle function, energy production, and hormone synthesis. Over time, too much oxalate can contribute to inflammation in the digestive tract and even increase the risk of kidney stones in some individuals. For older men, reduced mineral absorption can further weaken the ability to maintain muscle mass and energy. The good news is that kale does not need to be eliminated from your diet. The problem lies mainly in how it is prepared. Cooking kale by steaming, sautéing, or baking for just 5 to 10 minutes can significantly reduce goitrogens, making it safer for your thyroid and testosterone levels. Light cooking also helps release certain nutrients, making them easier to absorb. It can also help to rotate your greens. Instead of using raw kale every day, alternate with non-goitrogenic greens such as arugula, romaine lettuce, or dandelion greens. Pairing cooked kale with healthy fats like olive oil or avocado can further enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins A and K, both of which play roles in hormone production and inflammation control. If your goal is a long-term testosterone boost, pay attention not just to the vegetables you eat, but also to how you prepare them. By adjusting your cooking habits and choosing a variety of greens, you can enjoy the benefits of kale without placing an unnecessary burden on your thyroid or disrupting your hormone balance. 3. Industrial tomatoes. Tomatoes are often celebrated as a heart-healthy food. They are low in calories, rich in vitamin C, and packed with lycopene, an antioxidant known for supporting prostate health. On the surface, they seem like the perfect addition to any diet. Yet for men over 60, the source and quality of tomatoes can make a big difference to hormone balance, especially if the goal is to maintain strength, stamina, and a steady testosterone boost. The problem with many commercially grown tomatoes is the heavy use of pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides during cultivation. These chemical residues often remain on and inside the fruit even after washing. Some of these substances act as xenoestrogens, which are synthetic compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. They bind to estrogen receptors, disrupt the natural hormone ratio, and can slowly tilt the balance away from testosterone. In older men, whose bodies already produce less testosterone, this extra estrogen-like influence can make energy, muscle tone, and mood harder to maintain. Another concern is the presence of lectins in tomatoes. Lectins are plant proteins that can irritate the gut lining in sensitive individuals, leading to low-grade inflammation and reduced nutrient absorption. Over time, this can limit the body's ability to take in zinc, magnesium, and selenium, minerals essential for testosterone production. A compromised digestive system also increases the strain on the liver, which is responsible for breaking down excess estrogen and supporting overall hormonal balance. The good news is that you do not have to remove tomatoes from your diet entirely. Choosing organic tomatoes whenever possible significantly reduces pesticide exposure. Cooking tomatoes into sauces or soups not only lowers lectin activity, but also boosts lycopene content, making it more bioavailable and supportive of prostate health. Avoiding commercial tomato juice and canned products from non-organic sources can also minimize your intake of chemical residues and unnecessary sodium. Supporting your body's detox pathways is another smart step. Lightly steamed cruciferous vegetables, green tea, turmeric, and herbs like milk thistle can help your liver process and eliminate hormone-disrupting compounds more efficiently. This extra support becomes especially important as you age, since the body's detox systems naturally slow down over time. By making simple changes in how you choose and prepare tomatoes, you can still enjoy their flavor and benefits without putting your hormone balance at risk. Small decisions, such as buying local organic produce and opting for cooked forms, can make a lasting difference in protecting your energy, muscle strength, and overall vitality well beyond 60. After learning which vegetables may work against you, the next step is to replace them with foods that protect and support your hormone health. This is not about making your diet complicated. It is about making small, strategic changes that help your body produce and use testosterone efficiently while still giving you a variety of nutrients. Start by focusing on zinc-rich proteins. Since zinc is one of the most important minerals for testosterone production, oysters, grass-fed beef, and pumpkin seeds are excellent options. For those who follow a plant-based diet, lentils and small amounts of fermented soy, like tempeh or miso, can provide protein without the hormonal drawbacks of unfermented soy. When it comes to leafy greens, choose non-goitrogenic options more often. Arugula, romaine lettuce, and dandelion greens deliver antioxidants and minerals without interfering with thyroid function. If you still enjoy kale or other cruciferous vegetables, cook them lightly to reduce goitrogens and oxalates. Pair your greens with healthy fats such as olive oil or avocado to help absorb vitamins A and K, both important for hormone production and inflammation control. For healthy fats, include sources of omega-3 like wild-caught salmon, sardines, or walnuts. These not only protect cardiovascular health, but also help reduce inflammation, creating an internal environment where testosterone can work more effectively. Adding eggs with the yolk intact gives you vitamin D and cholesterol, both building blocks for hormone synthesis. Do not forget the role of antioxidant-rich foods such as berries, citrus fruits, and tomatoes, organic and cooked. They protect testosterone molecules from oxidative stress, which can otherwise lower hormone availability. Whole grains like oats and quinoa can also support steady energy and blood sugar control, preventing the insulin spikes that may suppress testosterone. By choosing the right replacements and preparing foods in a way that supports your endocrine system, you set the stage for a natural, steady testosterone boost. The goal is not just avoiding harm, but actively giving your body what it needs to stay strong, energized, and resilient as you age. A well-planned diet is only part of the picture. To maintain strong hormone function after 60, you also need daily habits that support your endocrine system and prevent unnecessary hormonal stress. These habits work alongside your nutrition to help you keep muscle, energy, and a steady testosterone boost over time. Sleep is one of the most powerful tools. Around 70% of daily testosterone is produced during deep sleep, especially between 2 and 6 in the morning. This means a consistent sleep schedule and a calm bedtime routine are critical. Avoid late caffeine, dim the lights an hour before bed, and give your body a chance to shift into rest mode. Regular physical activity is another essential factor. Resistance training 2 or 3 times a week sends a clear message to your body to build rather than break down muscle. It also improves insulin sensitivity, which helps maintain a hormone-friendly environment. Even light body weight exercises, when done consistently, can make a noticeable difference. Managing stress is equally important. Chronic stress increases cortisol, a hormone that competes with testosterone for resources and can weaken your immune system. Daily stress management can be as simple as a 10-minute breathing exercise, a walk in nature, or a hobby that keeps your mind engaged and relaxed. Finally, protect your digestive and liver health. The gut and liver act as your body's hormone filters, processing and eliminating excess estrogen and toxins. Support them with prebiotic fiber from onions, garlic, and leeks, and add fermented foods like sauerkraut or kefir for a healthy microbiome. These steps help keep hormone metabolism efficient, reducing the chances of imbalance by combining the right foods with supportive lifestyle habits. You create a stable foundation for long-term vitality. Small, consistent actions compound over time, allowing you to enjoy better energy, focus, and physical strength well into your later years. By now, you have seen how even foods with a healthy reputation can work against your goals after 60. Soybean sprouts, raw kale, and industrial tomatoes are not inherently bad, but the way they interact with an aging body can disrupt hormone balance and reduce your ability to maintain strength, energy, and focus. The key is not complete avoidance of vegetables, but learning how to prepare, choose, and replace them so they serve your health instead of silently working against it. When you make these adjustments, you do more than protect testosterone. You also support thyroid function, gut health, and nutrient absorption, all of which contribute to a steady testosterone boost. The changes do not need to be extreme. Cooking certain greens, choosing organic produce, and rotating food sources can make a big difference over time. Your body at 60 is not in decline by default. It is in a more sensitive stage, responding more strongly to both positive and negative influences. Every small decision, from what you eat to how you move and sleep, sends a signal. The more those signals align with your body's needs, the better you will feel and perform. If this message has helped you see your diet in a new way, share it with someone who could benefit. Leave a comment with your age and location. And subscribe so you do not miss the next guide to protecting your hormone health and vitality. Together, we can keep building a lifestyle that lets you stay strong, alert, and confident for years to come.